The Toyota Tamaraw has a long and storied history in the Philippines. If you've been around in the 90s to early 2000s, you probably have a Toyota Tamaraw story to tell. Now, it took a while, but we now finally have the new Toyota Tamaraw in the Philippines. Will it have the same impact as the previous generations? And is it worth your money? Let's find out. In other countries, it's called the Hilux Champ. Here in the Philippines, we give it the honor of being called the next Toyota Tamaraw. Now, it has the word Hilux in its name because it's based on Toyota's IMV0 platform, which it shares with the Toyota Hilux, and also the Fortuner and the Innova. Now, the Tamaraw comes in long wheelbase and short wheelbase configurations. The long wheelbase version of the Tamaraw comes with Toyota's proven 2GD FTV engine, which is the same engine that powers the Toyota 2.4-liter Hilux. It puts out 149 horsepower and 400 Newton-meters of torque. In the short wheelbase variants, we'll get a different engine. A 2-liter 1TR-FE gasoline engine, the same engine that powers the old gasoline Innova. It puts out 137 horsepower and 183 Newton-meters of torque. Transmission options are either a 5-speed manual or a 6-speed automatic. The previous iterations of the Toyota Tamaraw came in multiple configurations, including an AUV platform. Now, this time around, Toyota will be focusing on more utilitarian applications. Currently, the Tamaraw comes as a cab and chassis platform. Currently, there is no AUV version of the Tamaraw here in the Philippines. The cab and chassis configuration is very customizable. What we have here on display is the long wheelbase van in 2+12 seating configuration. There's also a drop side pickup with a payload capacity of 1,100 kilograms. There's a short wheelbase van, an aluminum van. Can be customized to meet specific needs. Like on display here, we have a patrol car and an ambulance. Now, for a vehicle that's supposedly just for commercial purposes, Toyota did more than what was necessary as far as styling is concerned. It gets this really rugged front end. Now, the top spec variant comes with LED DRLs. This particular variant comes with halogens. Your turn signals are over here. It gets this segmented plastic bumper over here. So it comes in 3 sections, one over here, and one over there. So if you damage one part of the bumper, let's say you damage this part of the bumper, you don't have to replace the entire bumper. You just have to replace this section over here. The cheese grater pattern on the grille gives it an industrial vibe that I think looks quite aesthetically pleasing. From the front at least, it looks like a budget FJ Cruiser. Now, I'm definitely seeing the potential for mods here, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing modified Tamaraws in the future. I think a set of bigger tires and a bit of a lift would make it look a lot better. So what we have here is the long wheelbase utility van version of the Toyota Tamaraw. It measures 5,305 millimeters long. It's 1,795 millimeters wide and 2,100 millimeters tall. Width and height are the same for the short wheelbase version, but the short wheelbase is significantly shorter at 4,970 millimeters. Now, this variant comes with 16-inch steelies. It gets disc brakes at the front and drum brakes at the back. As for the suspension, it gets a rigid axle at the back, supported by leaf springs, and at the front it gets double wishbones. The cabin of the Tamaraw is more spacious and looks more modern than the cabin of the L300. Before we check it out, let's hear a word from our sponsor. Introducing the Atto Sport Mobility Scooter. The world's most innovative mobility scooter. It folds into a small suitcase size, and it has wheels so you can move it around like a trolley. It separates into two parts. It has leather seats and grips, an illuminated LCD dashboard, enhanced lighting for extra visibility. You can install optional armrests. It's perfect for seniors as it's easy to lift and unfolds in seconds. It has a maximum speed of 10 kph, shock absorbing flat free tires, high ground clearance, advanced braking system. Be free to travel anywhere, land, sea or air. It has 20 kilometers of continuous driving range. Engineered with flair, designed with passion for performance. Be active, be free, be yourself. Atto Sport, moving life. Okay, so we're now inside the Toyota Tamaraw. Now this interior doesn't look or feel premium, and that is expected in this segment. You can tell that there's a bit of an attempt at styling though. The dashboard has this boxy theme. You get rectangles and squares all over the dashboard. The styling is at least coherent. Now this particular variant has no infotainment screen. It comes with this stereo unit over here, but the top spec variant will come with an infotainment screen. You also don't get power windows and power side mirrors here. Everything is manually operated. You'll have to roll the windows like so. Now the top spec variant will come with power windows and power adjustable side mirrors. The seats are wrapped in vinyl. According to the brochure, the driver's seat is four-way adjustable, but as it's adjusted here, it's already pressed up against the back of the cab, so you can't recline it and you can't move it much further back. Now this setup might work for a certain range of heights, but if your driver is over 6 feet tall, I'm not sure if he's going to be very comfortable here. You get a manual handbrake. This variant gets a 5-speed manual transmission. There's also a 6-speed automatic option. You get 2 cup holders over here. You don't get a traditional glove box. Instead, you get this always open storage over here. You get an analog instrument cluster over there. You don't get a push start button. To start the car, you'll have to put the key in the ignition and turn it. You get manual air conditioning over here. Now space is not bad, if not for the fact that you can't adjust the seats. I have about 4.5 inches of headroom. Knee room is also pretty okay over here. Everything is made of hard plastic as expected. The steering wheel is also covered in polyurethane plastic. It tilts, but it doesn't telescope. So you get 4 air con vents up here. You have the word Toyota stamped on the dashboard, which is a very nice touch. You got one 12-volt outlet over here, and your USB port is on the infotainment screen. Yeah, definitely you can see cost cutting everywhere here. It doesn't have carpets. It has this rubbery material over here instead. Now space here inside the utility van is very generous. This is 1,795 millimeters wide. As you can see, as I'm sitting here like this, someone could actually sit across me and we still have plenty of room in between our feet. More than enough space for planks of wood, cargo, etc. You have this aircon blower up here with 4 vents. There's a window between the cab and the body, and there's some weather seating over here, which should help with noise insulation. Now we get sliding windows, 4 of them, 2 on that side and 2 on this side. And yeah, you can lock them from the inside if you want to. Now these bench seats can also fold upwards if you need more space for cargo. And the wheel wells don't take up a lot of space, as you can see. You also have grab handles up here. Now we don't have the exact pricing for the Tamaraw, but most likely it'll sell between 750,000 pesos to 1.1 million pesos. It's priced lower than the cabin chassis Hilux, so it could be a good option for those who are looking for a cheaper alternative to the Hilux. It overlaps though with the pricing of the Light Ace. So I'm not sure if the Tamaraw will replace it in Toyota's lineup or if they will sell both at the same time. The new Tamaraw is based on a proven platform, a proven engine, and it's in a relatively affordable package. It is basic, but because it's designed primarily as a workhorse, it doesn't need to be more than that. For those who want a heavy-duty workhorse that's a bit more affordable than a base model Hilux, the Toyota Tamaraw might be a pretty good option. Now to find out what it's like to drive, watch out for our full review. Subscribe to be updated.